Hello, kings and queens. Hello, hello. Let's see.
Hello.
See me?
Yeah,
Okay. You
yeah, I can hear you.
see me good?
Yeah,
How you doing? Let me how you
I'm good.
doing?
How are you?
That's, that's
I'm good. Good. Bless. How you fading in and
I'm,
out? What you say? I've been good. Been good. Been blessed. Busy. It was a good night last night.
a very busy man. I know that.
Yeah, yeah. We did the. I was doing press at the Nick Cannon show last night. Him and Kevin Hart are doing a show together called Future Stars. So I went down there and did some press.
Beautiful. So let me say, first of all, thank you for interviewing with me today. I appreciate
Oh, of
your
course,
time.
Miss
Yes,
Mother
I
Earth.
appreciate your
Yes.
time. Thank you. And get to your own.
Hold on. I think. I can barely
Hey,
hear you.
my, I didn't want to. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Saying that you have your own business, and how
Yeah.
when did you start your business? Let's just talk.
Um, I started couple. I would say, about a couple years ago. I started it. I was still trying to find my niche when I started it, so I kind of changed things up a little bit when I found my niche in promoting. So I was like, you know what? Let me change it. Let me change the name. Let me come up with a name for the company. And then I came up with a name. I actually really got into it when Black De Niro opened a lot of doors for me. He had a music conference called Start Now, and I went down there, and ever since then, that was probably 6 years ago. So I say about 6 years ago is when I really got serious about it. So big shout out to Black for opening them doors for me. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
So
And I
things that things that you had learned.
one of the things I learned is people is you gotta meet get in the right room with the right people, and I think with a lot of what I had to learn as I went on is you're doing something for people. Put the people first, and not put yourself first and what you can do for yourself. Put people first, and do it for the people. So when you do things for the people, like I remember my first time doing street team, I was so nervous. I was standing in one spot. I wasn't really talking. I was just handing the flyers out. And there's an art to it. There's an art, you really gotta talk to the people. Let them know what you're handing them. I still, a lot of companies don't use street promotion a lot, but I still feel it's still the best way to get your business out there, or get your album out there, or if you're, you're opening up a business or you're starting up a business, a lot of people do social media, but I think street promotions is still the #1 way to get your stuff out there for people to get to know what you're doing. I can't hear you. See now, yeah. It seems like when you get closer, I can hear you.
Things that were
Well, the main process I went through, and I'm still going through, is a lot of things people want to do is you want to come up with a name, find out what what you're doing, what are you giving the people, what are you selling, what are you giving them, and tap into that market. There's all kind of different promotions. You can promote magazines, you can promote newspapers, you can promote all kind of things. What made me start it was what made me come up with the name was I literally sat down and wrote down a bunch of names and then broke it down to like, okay, what name do I want, for my company to say, people, for people to say, okay, that's so and so, this is what he does. So coming up with the name Legacy, I had my kids in mind. I want to build a legacy, to leave a legacy. So
that's the way it goes. One day, so
yeah.
foundation. So yes, I agree with that. Beautiful, beautiful. And what give people that dreams and don't have resources, don't have connections? What things that you would tell them that help them?
Oh, I can't hear you. What you say? It keeps fading in and out. I don't know what it is.
This is what you hear me.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Things that you would give people word of advice, have dreams, their own things of that nature. What are some advice you give them going on and things of that nature? It's very challenging. Very challenging to be an entrepreneur with your own business. It's a challenge. What has kept you driven?
The drive for me, is just being. You get to meet so many people. I met so many people, and I've talked to people. The drive that keeps me going is just that I love the challenge. I love the challenge. I love starting off. Like when we did our concert, we did a concert for Valentine's Day. I think it was last Valentine's Day. I did that with Monster. It's a company I work with, Monster House, and the CEO of that company, Ian Plex. That's my big brother right there. So we started off. We looked up a bunch of different concerts. Whoever was having a concert around, that's where we were at. So to just rain, shine, snow, we was in there. We was just handing out a bunch of flyers. And I love seeing an arena empty, and all of a sudden seeing the people just come. So the challenge to me was just trying to give, a big show. Like I want this show to be packed, and to see the arena empty, and then all of a sudden you see a line full of people, you see the arena, and to know that I had a part of that. So that's just what keeps me going, is just trying to bring people together, bringing the shows that people want to see together.
Things that
I'm sorry, you keep fading in and out. I don't know.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, what are some things, other things that you are working on?
Okay, currently I am working with Shelly Shell Williams. with Urban Expressions as her as a music supervisor. She's got some things she's working on. We just did a news mag, Urban Expression news mag. So she blessed me. Thank you, Shelly, so much. Love you. And gave me my own article spotlight where I picked an artist from, it could be from the city, it could be from Philly, they can be from all over, and I interview them. And I kind of picked them as my spot, as my legacy artist to watch for the new year. So that's something I never thought about, writing an article on artists, on music. I love music. It's my passion. So that's what I'm working on now, is picking an artist, trying to find an artist and give them a platform, give them a spot. It's an unsigned artist. I kind of got the idea from the Source magazine, Unsigned Hype. So it's kind of my version of the Unsigned Hype, but it's, it's legacy pick for an artist. So that's what I'm working on now. And then I got 2 documentaries on the table that I'm currently going to start working on. Yeah, and then my biggest thing that I want to start, hopefully before this year's out, is I want to go to schools. I want to tap into the younger kids and talk to them, sit down, talk to them about their dreams, depression, suicide, and things like that. Because I come from a family of suicide victims. So I had 3 brothers commit suicide. So I want to kind of what's a way I can help other kids to not go through that. I was 13 years old. I was actually 3 when my first brother did it, 13 when my second brother, and I was 18 when my third brother did it. So it's just something I've been dealing with for a long time. I had to overcome, and it can be hard for kids. Kids, you never know what young kids are going through, what people are going through. They can hide that pain very well when they're feeling like that. They know how to hide it. I can't hear you at all. I don't know
You
what
hear
is
me?
going on.
You
Now,
hear me?
now I can. Yes.
So, how are you able to deal with that?
The way I dealt with it, well, I would be honest with people. I was suicidal at a time where I was very depressed. My, from the God's willing, my kids kept me going. They gave me a reason to keep going. Having 4 kids and all that really kept me going and gave me a reason to keep going. And dealing with it, I could say it brought me, I have 2 sisters and a brother. I could say it brought us closer as brothers and sisters, very closer to where, I was actually down my sister's talking to her about this the other day. I said, we didn't start telling each other we love each other till my 3rd brother passed away. So it is dealing with it. There's always someone to talk to. There's always someone to talk to. Life is not that hard. For me, it was easier for me to talk to someone that I didn't know than to talk to someone that knew me. That was just my way of dealing with it, because it was just easier to just open up to someone that couldn't judge me or couldn't say anything about me. You just talk. But there's always someone to talk to. I don't think no one could be going through that much depression. That there's always somebody out there to talk to, and even parents, like talk to your kids, see what your kids are going through. They might seem like they're fine, they might seem like everything's okay, but sometimes it's good to sit them down, just ask them, what are your dreams? What do you want to do with yourself? What are your wishes? So I think that's a big thing to do, is how I deal with it. Yeah.
I'm
little
sorry.
bit.
Beautiful. So, King, so tell me how important it is to have faith throughout.
Faith is everything. Faith is, there's nothing wrong with praying. Give your life to God. Pray once. You can pray. You don't have to close your eyes to pray. You can be sitting straight up with your eyes wide open and pray. And God, I'm a big believer. God only puts on you what he knows you can handle, you know? So if he puts it on you and he puts, you're going to have ups and downs. Everybody has ups and downs, you know? The devil's going to try to bring you down, but God only puts on you what he knows you can handle. So I know, God is making me going through this for a reason. I used to think sometimes, I'm like, okay, if my brothers was here, would my life be different? Would it turned out different? Would it turned out better? Would it turned out worse? But, I went through it. I'm getting through it, and keep going,
Beautiful. In and out. You probably with me. You keep going. You're phenomenal.
Thank
Period.
you.
We had a previous conversation. Not too long ago. I was telling you I was a lot. You was giving me good positive feedback on being a lot. How is being a lot. So I appreciate you for talking to me always, encouraging me, and you're
Oh, thank you. You are wonderful. Thank you. This is my very first interview, so I'm yes, you were the first one to interview me. So thank you so much.
you're welcome. I say a lot. I'll be watching. I'll watch everything.
Thank you.
I appreciate you today, and thank you for talking to me today. I want to, but I think that the sound is going in and out. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have a beautiful, blessed day. I pray that continues to bless
You too.
your family. I pray that he opens up major, beautiful, big doors for you, and that you get everything that you deserve and much more.
Yes, thank you so much. Same to you.
Thank you for talking today. You have a beautiful and blessed day, and thank you for tuning in, everybody, to the Mother Earth Show.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.